Cow Pat Cowgirls by Lisa Logan. In the holidays, my cousin and I would wait for our Uncle Jack to pick us up in his dusty old truck. We would go to the dairy farm to help with the farm. Uncle Jack would buy us paddle pops at the general store along the way. It was a very long drive to the farm. The farm was a busy place with many types of animals. They had a dairy farm and we would help with the cows. One morning it was raining, so we put on our gumboots and went out to help Uncle Charlie, who milked the cows each morning. It was a very wet, muddy day. Uncle Charlie asked us to man the gate and let the cows in, one at a time, to be milked in the stalls. So my cousin and I went to the gate to let the cows in. It was very muddy outside the gate, and the cows did not want to come through the gate. They did not want to be milked on this wet, muddy morning. So my cousin and I went out to shoo them in the gate. Soon as we stepped off the concrete edge, we were knee-deep in mud and stuck. Boots were stuck in the mud, like suction cups, and so were we. I laughed. My cousin laughed. It was very funny indeed. My cousin then picked up a cow pat poo. "Oh no," I said. "Oh yes," she said as she pegged the poo at me. It splattered in splotches, covering me in cow pat poo. "Oh yuck, it's on," I yelled. So I picked up a cow pat poo and threw some back at her. Splat, whack, plop, bam, fling, hurl, plunk. We kept throwing cow pat poo at each other, laughing as we became covered in mud and cow pat poo. "Oi, you kids stop! Stop now!" yelled Auntie Audrey, calling us back to reality. "Get out of that mud," she said, and then she marched us up to the farmhouse. "Over there," she said. We obeyed, hanging our heads in guilt, trying not to giggle at the situation we were in. Auntie Pearlie was standing on the steps, looking very cross. Pointing, she said, "Get on the grass." Auntie Pearlie reached for the hose and turned the cold water on fast. The hose then sprayed, giving us a blast. Hosing off the mud, Auntie Pearlie drenched us with the hose. The water was very, very cold, and by now our giggling had become old. We were shivering silently by the time Auntie Pearlie had finished. The funniness of the event had surely diminished. Off to the bath we were sent, even though we were already soaking, dripping wet. Peeling off our clothes from our muddy bodies and into the warm, soapy water we went. Clean and dry with new clothes to boot. Made me feel much better, I must admit. But doing time out on our beds was definitely not a hit. Over hot chocolates in the farm kitchen that night, the aunts told Uncle Jack the story of our daily fiasco. "Cow Pat Cowgirls," Auntie Pearlie had said, and my cousin and I laughed till we nearly cried. "Cowgirls gone wrong," Auntie Audrey added her bit. "Girls having plenty of fun, but now it's bedtime," Uncle Jack finished, and off to bed we went. Good night, and that's the end. By Lisa Logan.